My scalp is like itching so bad. It's crazy. I can't wait to go home and take this wig off, honestly. Like, it's crazy. But so Travis, actually, let me ask you a question because I noticed that when I take like my wigs off and I've had it braided up for a while, I try to wash my hair, but it's still like flaky or something. Like, I don't know if it's dandruff or if it's an issue with my scalp or maybe the products I'm using. Like, what do you think it is?
Actually, like, when I'm at the store, customers who comes in,
You gonna stop?
they,
Like now,
It's just like a crackhead over here.
once you start, you can't stop,
Right.
right?
Listen to what you're saying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, Jack.
Actually, the customers who comes to our store and then asking about their flake situation, they often say, I think, embarrassingly, they will say, I think I have a dandruff. Do you have anything to treat the dandruff? And then in my head, I'm thinking, do you know how difficult it is for you to actually get dandruff? It's probably harder to get dandruff than not get dandruff. You know?
Really?
really?
Because dandruff is a really serious issue. Serious dermatological issue. So 99% percent of the times that when I see my customers' scalp up close with microscope, then it is usually the flake issue that caused by prolonged stay on the scalp or prematurely leaving the scalp. It's either two. And you have to understand what flake is and why has it been caused.
Well, can I ask you a quick question? I guess I don't understand what dandruff is then, because I thought dandruff was really a common issue. And even in commercials, they're like, do you need to handle your dandruff problem? So you automatically think it's dandruff.
Yeah.
Like, so what exactly is dandruff if it's that severe?
Dandruff is like a yeast-like fungus issue.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the just like sort of flakes, what is that? That's like buildup and dirt or?
It's mostly like, that's exactly what it is. It's a build-up. Like our skin is supposed to have the new, all new cells, come up and create the epidermis of our skin, and then the most outer layer of our skin actually is like dry, right? And that's the same thing with our scalp. And the dead cells, once it gets old, is supposed to completely dry and then cracks in micro size that will leave our skin naturally or washed off naturally. But if you can't shampoo your hair every day or every 3 days, as what doctors would suggest, then and then if you're under the circumstances where you have you can only shampoo every week or every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks or whatever case may be, then you got to be able to actually have some type of ways to remove all the dead cells on the scalp that you kept it for for whatever the duration of the shampoo to be removed completely. And then you have to aid your scalp to do it to actually to compromise the timing that you lost. So you have to do extra work.
Well, you mentioned something about like shampooing every 3 days. For me, as an African American woman, I heard that a little bit of oil buildup is good, and then I also heard that it's not so healthy to shampoo your scalp as often. So then you do the co-wash. So what would you like recommend for that? Is there different time periods that you should wash your hair depending on the type of hair that you have?
Well, that's what I hear all the time. You're precise. I think you brought the very, very important issue. Let me ask you this question: how often do you supposed to wash your hands? Common sense. How often do you think you should wash your hand?
Very often.
Yes,
Very often?
several times a day, right?
Several times a day.
See, that's the question. How often are we supposed to, and then how often do we do it?
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, what would be the difference between your hands and your scalp? So why would your scalp be different than your hand?
Now, what do you mean shampooing? Is it just going through like that washing process and actually like getting water on the scalp? Is there a difference between or do you get the same effect like shampooing or doing a co-wash? Because I'm a firm believer in the co-wash. I personally feel like shampoo dries my hair out if I use it too often. So is it the same effect?
Ooh, you're going to get him started because he is not
Uh-oh.
a co-wash fan.
I,
He is not.
I think somebody who came up with co-wash, the word co-wash, actually we came up with co-wash long time ago.
Okay.
But I think somebody actually interpret the co-wash in wrong way. That the co-wash now means like half wash.
Yeah.
And half, like we have a problem with the scalp, and like I said, about 90% of the customers who walk into the store suffers from some type of flake issues. And then we create this whole bunch of problem already, and then we are not offering the solution, but we are actually creating a more problem by turning the shampoo in half the process. Now that's the opposite direction. That is really not good idea. So the co-wash meaning like wash and then additional wash. That's what it's supposed to mean.
Right.
So if I'm not doing every 3 days, because I gotta admit that's a lot for me.
It's a lot of maintenance.
got the weave
we got
in.
exactly.
Yeah, the
got
weave, exactly.
I
Got
can't.
the wig.
Yes, that's not happening. What can I do to get my hair clean if I wait the 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Actually, very good question. I think that is the most important questions that I try to answer to most of my customers who walk into the store. That when you actually do shampoo, then you have to do your shampoo right. You're gonna have to really, bring out your shovel and start shoveling the residues or debris that built up on your scalp. You have to, because those are the ones that actually clogging your pore area and your scalp condition is getting worse and worse. So you have to really exfoliate your scalp, just like you
That's where these
exfoliate.
products come in.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly why these are there is such product as
Exfoliating scrub.
Wow. And are there two different ones? Because I'm noticing a
For dry
difference in
scalp.
color.
Right.
Oh, so this is for dry scalp.
Right.
And this
for
is sensitive.
scalp.
And how do you determine what is dry or sensitive? You know?
Actually, some people, like for example, due to the aging, some people tend to have less sebum production from the scalp itself, and then some people actually, when they're younger, actually produce more, sebum from the body, right?
Yeah.
So depending on your condition of your aging or condition of your scalp and so on and so forth, there are some sensitive scalp or oily scalp or drier scalp.
Yeah.
So depending on the condition, then probably choosing the right one would be the first right thing to do.
Got it.
And then there are, other than the exfoliator, there is a deep cleanser. Deep cleanser and then exfoliator, the two different things. Yeah. So the exfoliator is what it says. It's strong stuff. If you have troubled scalp, if you consider your scalp to be in the situation where it needs extra support, that's when we use the exfoliator to actually reconstruct or correct your mistake or whatever case. The deep cleanser, I think, deep cleansing should be something that you use for like if you do every weekly shampoo, then I would probably go with weekly or bi-weekly. I would go with the deep cleanser. But if you, for some reason, if you have to go over 4 weeks of not shampooing, then you have to use the exfoliator to remove the stuff.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting because when I hear exfoliant, I think about like my skin or my body or my face.
Yeah.
But you would never think about doing
For
your
your
hair.
scalp. Yeah.
And just how you said wash your hands, like why when you wash your hands, like you should wash your hair the same. It's like you wouldn't think if you exfoliate your body, why wouldn't you do it to your hair too?
I think because we think so much about hair health,
Right.
but
Not
we don't.
scalp health.
Yeah, but we don't understand like the hair is coming from
Right.
the scalp, so
Yeah.
it's important to make sure that's taken care of as well.
Right.
Exactly. And that's a good thing that you mentioned that because even shampoo, even if you buy the most expensive exotic shampoo in the world, but if you think about applying the shampoo on the hair, whenever we do anything to the hair, then we immediately feel the hair itself, the fiber itself.
Yeah.
And then we focus so much on the hair that we easily forget the scalp.
Yeah.
So we don't even apply the shampoo to our scalp correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if it's okay, I can actually show you or demonstrate how to utilize this exfoliator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And
shampoo.
literally, when Travis told me this, probably like a year ago, I
Right.
started doing that. Like it makes sense to do it, and you're like, well, why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
Like,
because
why?
we don't know.
Exactly. As soon as you told me that, I started doing it this way.
Okay.
I'm so excited to
Great.
see this live action.
So what are you
demonstration.
pouring in the bottle now?
This is exfoliator
Okay.
scrub.
Okay.
And this is for sensitive scalp.
Okay.
And which one do you use, Nicole?
So I don't use that. I'm going to start using that. I didn't even I'm learning about the exfoliating scrub.
Okay.
Just as you guys are.
It's actually, I would put, from the bottle, I would put it in the pointy bottle like this.
Okay.
And I would even get a couple of this.
Okay.
For example, I would get one for the exfoliator, the other empty bottle for shampoo.
Yeah.
You would apply the shampoo with this.
Yeah.
Rather than
That's what I've been doing.
Oh,
The
that's
shampoo.
what you've been doing. See, I
Yeah.
thought you were saying you've been doing the exfoliator. That makes perfect
No, the
sense.
shampoo with that.
Directly to
Directly
the
to
scalp.
the scalp.
Because think
Okay.
about it, like it's all that buildup. Are
Yeah.
you really targeting your scalp?
Yeah.
Right.
Is the shampoo really hitting it when you put it on your hands? Is it hitting your scalp or is it just
Got
hitting your
it.
hair?
Yeah, and my
Wow.
hair is so thick. I know that you said that you have really
Yeah.
thick hair too. And actually, I went to a stylist and she's like, your hair's like duck feathers. It's like not really getting into the hair. And then when she finally broke it down and got into the hair, she was like, darn, your hair's so thick, I can't really get to the scalp.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and then she said, like, you should only try to, she said, shampoo the scalp, but never the hair itself.
correct.
Is that correct?
Oh.
She said it right, but extreme, way too extreme. Focus more on the scalp.
Okay.
And
Work
the hair,
your-
work your
Right.
way
Through
down.
the
Gotcha.
hair. Got
Okay.
it. Got it.
Interesting.
So with that, go directly on the scalp.
On the scalp.
Okay.
So this product actually, this is the the exfoliating scrub by Tressential. So this is a professional line. This is kind of pricey, so I'm not really recommending it to everybody.
But some of our viewers maybe
Yeah,
afford it.
we spend money on quality products.
Yes,
we
there
do.
is that.
We
And
do.
I guess if you're using that, it should last.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
yes.
wish I could sell some of my Shea Moisture in times that I need a little extra cash. 'Cause I have a lot of Shea Moisture products. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So actually, you would pour it into a small bottle like this with a pointy applicator.
Yeah.
Then let's say this is your scalp, and then you just apply like this.
Wow.
As you see,
Directly,
it will apply, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So once you apply it onto the scalp, then what you do is not using the fingernail, right?
Yeah.
Use thumb,
Yeah.
Got it.
and just with your soft skin part of your finger to massage like this,
Wow.
as such, right? So massage it, massage it, massage it. In professional trichologists, what they will do is once they apply this, usually they apply with their brush to actually save, since it is kind of pricey, they try to save this
Yeah.
Get that.
product to apply evenly.
Yeah.
So they use the airbrush to spray onto the scalp.
Yeah.
Then they go back with the Q-tip to actually rub. With a gentle Q-tip. Q-tip works really well because it will distribute it throughout the skin.
Yeah, that makes
part
sense.
area.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
When you actually look into the skin, there is a lot of cracked part, and
Yeah.
they will not penetrate or you soak in fast enough.
Yeah.
So actually, the little massage, with your fingertip actually works quite well.
Yeah.
And then just like this fast, it will all dry and hardens on the surface of the hair. Right?
Wow.
Once it dries, when you apply this, make sure that have a towel on your
Yeah.
head because it will drip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So actually do that, and then while you're massaging to it, then you're going to actually realize it's getting dry. Like it's fading away. And
Yeah.
It's getting dry. Then apply one more time. Just go back and apply the whole thing one more time. So for whole scalp, actually, you only need like this much.
Right.
Wow.
So this much of the product, actually, you can do like at least 4 shampoos.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Right.
so-
And then
so-
after you go back and you shampoo.
Right. So actually, these are for professionals. They go through like at least 10 clients a day.
Yeah.
So that's why it's packaged in a big bottle. But
Yeah.
for for home use, I think this just this would actually last the whole 4 or 5-ish, shampoo.
Wow.
So apply that onto the scalp. Apply one more time. Massage it again, and then just make sure that when you do massage, not using any force to it, because like this is already working, so you don't want to like disrupt the flow. So let it dry. Then once it's completely dry, it dries in about 2-3 minutes. So it's not like something that you have to sit there for a long time.
Right.
So once it dries, and I'm already feeling sticky already. It's going to.
It's time to go shampoo their hands.
It's sticky, because what happens is it sort of like dissolves the residues and so on and so forth.
Oh,
and
okay.
it attracts it, and then sort of like conforming into the shape that is supposed to leave easier. And then once you do that, then once it's dry, then apply your shampoo on top of it before water.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
before
Wow.
water.
Like,
Okay.
most of the people actually they will apply the water first.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I've been
Yeah.
taught.
And then they apply the shampoo later.
Yeah.
Because that's actually makes it feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But that's it.
Yeah, but that's
That's
it.
the
Yeah.
only thing.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because
I've been doing it so wrong.
think about it. If you have a water layer on the surface of the hair or scalp, right? Water layer is already there.
Yeah.
Then you try to apply the shampoo on top of
It's
it.
not really penetrating.
Right. So
Yeah.
water is still underneath.
Got it.
So what you want to do is actually you want to apply the shampoo on the dry scalp itself, right?
Wow.
So same thing, just like Nicole said. I gave this hint to her and she enjoys it.
Yeah.
Now, so you put the shampoo in a bottle like the applicator like this, and of course you may want to cut this a little wider so actually more shampoo comes out of it.
Yeah.
And then you apply the shampoo onto your scalp directly like that. Right, all over. And then be generous with the shampoo.
Okay.
The shampoo is not that expensive, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
be generous,
Got
and then
it.
you just spray it as much as you can on the scalp directly, and then again massage gently before you apply the water. Just massage gently, and then evenly distribute the shampoo on your scalp. And then obviously some portion of the shampoo will like touch the hair, and then you're going to feel a little, the action on the hair as well. Once you apply evenly throughout the scalp, then you introduce the water. And then think about it, the shampoo is coming out from the roots, and then with the waters, aid with water, it will
it's
actually work
washing
through the hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much, Travis. That was a wealth of information.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel like I've been doing life all wrong.
Yeah.
I've been doing it all wrong, but that's what Hey Neighbor is all about, is trying to teach you guys the proper techniques of how to have a better lifestyle all the way around by focusing on like the scalp, the foundational things. So thank you so much, Travis, for giving us a free lesson.
Yes.
that was filled with golden nuggets.
If anybody needs Tressential, it's at the Bella Crown.
Bella
Crown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll plug it down.
Yes, we'll plug it down.
Plug it down.
Thank you all, and make sure you stay tuned for our next segment.